Squad boss battle has just dropped on global and today is day 1, so let's talk about which of these 3 bosses I think is the easiest to take on so far after some of the testing I've done. And by the way, attempts only count if you finish the attempt, so you can actually leave right before you finish an attempt and go and try a different boss if you want to try out different strategies and stuff like that. So we have the strength boss, the blue boss, and the green boss, and out of the 3 I think the green boss is the easiest because you can use both your buffs and debuffs in the battle, whereas these 2 you can't use one or the other. Now the catch is for the green boss you can't use barriers. Barriers are like literally useless to you, and so the new Noel is pretty useless to you as well in this particular battle. And if we go in and look at the boss here, you can actually see what they do. So passive grants immunity to silence, total silence, and status ailments. So you also can't status ailment this boss, like stun them or bleed them or stuff like that. And then applies immunity to barriers, protection, resurrection, invulnerability, immortality, and time stop to all enemies, meaning your team. And then upon fighting against a favored enemy, increases damage dealt by 95%. So you want to make sure you are running an all red team so you don't take extra damage if at all possible, because otherwise then you can get hit very, very hard. And so this is the team I'm going to be running right here. I am running Charlotte, I am running Asta, I am running Sally and Finral. Finral and Sally are my buffers. They are going to buff the crap out of Asta. And then Charlotte is my debuffer. She has the defense down and incapacitate. And then Asta is just going to be the nuker for this particular stage. We should be able to beat this fairly easily. So let's go ahead and hop into it. It's a really big jump, I will say, going from hard to nightmare. Nightmare is crazy, so you kind of have to you have to plan for it, okay? As for gear, I just have all attack gear on Asta. I'll show you after this run. And then on Finral, I have like defensive gear just to give him a little bit more survivability in PvE right now. Ideally, you don't want defensive gear on Finral for like PvP, but for this particular case, I wanted to give him survivability for nightmare mode when I was trying it out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use this, and it's going to have a chance to put a crit on an ally, so we'll see if it gives it to Asta. Give it to Sally. Okay. I think it gives it to the partner mage. I'm not 100% sure on that. We're going to go ahead and do defense down on the enemy. That lasts for 2 turns. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to increase the attack of our allies, primarily Asta. And his crit damage is increased as well, which is really nice. And then we are going to go ahead and just use our primary skill here. I don't want to... Oh, well, I was going to say I don't want to use my ultimate yet, but I guess I could have. I guess I could have. I guess having incapacitate wasn't necessary, but I wanted to get incapacitate on the boss just to be safe. Okay, so here's why I have Asta with Charlotte, is because Charlotte... we'll do incapacitate level 5, which increases the damage taken by 70%, and then Asta will remove the barrier right here, so we don't have to worry about the barrier. Okay, so there's the barrier gone, and really I went overboard. I could have probably killed him in a previous turn if I had just used my ultimate. I guess I got used to nightmare mode, but yeah, this is pretty much the same thing you would do for nightmare mode here. And then you go ahead and use the ultimate. He's dead for sure. 100% dead. Like, that was very, very easy. But yeah, that's hard right there for you, 200,000. This is probably the easiest stage. And if you want an easy farm, this is the stage I would be running over and over again for an easy farm to get the most amount of rewards that you can. I will, of course, be covering the blue boss and the red boss and going over hard and nightmare difficulty on those as well. So if you guys would like to see those, they will have to come out, you know, different days because we only have 3 attempts per day. But go ahead, go down there, hit that subscribe button, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and leave me some comments about what you think about this team and this strategy. And if you have any other ideas for teams, other characters you can throw in and stuff like that, leave that in the comments too. And really quickly here, let me show you my gear before I end off this video. So let's go ahead and take a look at Asta here. So my Asta is actually fairly upgraded, I won't lie, but I feel like you could do it hard even without a enhanced Asta. Okay, and mine's not even fully enhanced. And then if you go to the gear, you can see that for sets, I have an attack set, I have a crit set, for damage, and then I also have a penetration set. The sets that I would say are going to be more important, I would say a penetration set is really going to be important, and ideally like a gold attack set. I don't have a gold attack set, I have a regular attack set, but then all your gear, you want it to be attack for the most part on him. And so like my gear isn't necessarily optimal, but I would say it's pretty decent for what I have on him. And then for Finral, I'll show you him because he's the most likely to die realistically out of everybody there. I would just run like some defense gear sets on him, specifically the gold set that gives him plus 30% defense, just gives him more survivability, and that's also going to allow you to take him into nightmare mode and make use of him. So those are the gears, that's the team. Hopefully that helps you guys, and if you guys enjoyed the video, like I said before, please consider hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and leave me some comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.
Can anybody out there